All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. And I'm here with your very last video of notes. I apologize that I keep getting cut short, but I just get wrapped up in talking and I forget to look at my time. So to recap on this density page, we're calculating density, right? As we move across the periodic table, and we'll go to ptable.com, which is where we usually like to go. This has all of our information we may ever need. If we look here, as we go down, so as I go from, if we'll use our example, sodium to potassium to rubidium to cesium. As we move down the periodic table, our density is going to increase. It's going to increase. It's going to become larger. It's going to go up, right? As we go down. That's kind of confusing to think of, but as you move down the periodic table, your density is going to increase. So if we look at our question and it asks up here, lithium, do we expect the density of lithium to be higher or lower, right? So we know now our periodic trend, or our trend of properties that we know in this family, is that as we go through them, the density will go up as we go down the table. So from sodium to potassium, the density goes up. From potassium to rubidium, the density goes up. And from rubidium to cesium, we can assume the density would go up. So lithium, would lithium be higher or lower? Well, of course, the density would be lower. We know now the density would be lower because of our periodic trend that we just came up with, okay? So last page of notes, guys, last page of notes. We're going to get through it. And you guys have already done this, so this should go fast. We just have to label everything: metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. This is all our entire lab was, ladies and gentlemen. So if we look here, you guys know this right-hand side. These are our nonmetals. Right over here is where we have phosphorus. This is where we have oxygen. This is where we have helium, right? All those gases that we know of. Right here, this stair step, these are the weird guys I talked about. These are our metalloids. And I remember I kind of like made a statement that like these mean metal-ish. It's kind of like they're metal. They have some properties, but also they don't. So they're kind of in between. They're that transition. And then here we have our pure metals, right? This is where we can find gold, iron, platinum, silver, lithium, sodium. All of our metals are over here, right? And we figured that out when we did our lab together last week now already. So if we're looking here at filling out the properties, here's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you guys what the properties of these are. You guys should have this. We covered this a lot. We even watched the videos. We did the test. You guys did that cool group project together, and it worked out really well. So if you want, you can go ahead and fill in the properties of what metals are, metalloids, and what nonmetals are. The confusing thing might be when you get to metalloids, because we only had one metalloid, so we couldn't really test a lot of properties. The metalloid you guys had was silicon, Si, right? So what you should do is kind of look at the properties that had and use that to put in the metalloid column, all right? It's kind of like a mixture. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. What you need to do for today is finish out this digital notebook and then just at least take a look at your study guide. In fact, I have it right here, right? This is what your study guide is going to be. As we go through it, we see, we talk about the different atomic models. We talk about the different protons and electrons. Like if you look at a periodic table, like the element, let's do Br, right? Bromine. If we look at bromine, can I figure out how many protons and electrons there are, right? Can I do that if it's neutral? Do I know how to do that? So, yeah, this is your review. This is your review. It'll be released for you guys. If you have any questions, you can always email me or message me. What I plan on doing is on your next asynchronous day, which I believe is Wednesday, I'm going to release a full in-depth video of me completely going through the entire study guide step by step, telling you how we work through each of the things and how we figure them out. And hopefully that'll set you guys up for success when we come to our unit test on Thursday. So have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, or if you want, message me and we can talk. All right.